The new Mangaung city manager is expected to be announced later today at a virtual council meeting. Violent service delivery protests marked the beginning of the week, with community members demanding the disbandment of the council and the removal of city manager Tankiso Mea. Residents have been complaining about a lack of service delivery. Last night, an agreement was signed between community leaders and the municipality and the province. The shutdown has now been called off. Let's go live now to eNCA's Silindelo Masikane, who is in Bloemfontein and has the latest. And Silindelo, you can tell me about the conversation you've had with the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in a moment, but also I wanted to clarify what is the status of the city manager, suspended or completely removed to be replaced by a new city manager.
Well, Tulas, what we understand following the media briefing last night is that the current city manager actually has been suspended. That was a confirmation that we got from one of the officials from the protesting group. And what we know, if I can just move out of shot, Tulas, is that later on today, as you can see, it's a bit windy right now. However, calm has been restored in Mangaung, and that is because of the meeting between the municipality, the province, as well as the protesting group that's representing communities. As you can see, there has been absolutely no protest action today. The shutdown has been called off. All really that's left right now is some debris, some rocks, broken bottles, which is a semblance of what we've been seeing over the past couple of days. But what we know is that later on at around 5 o'clock this afternoon, the sitting city manager will officially be suspended. A vote will be taken, and then we understand that an acting city manager will be appointed. But let's just take a listen to what the Cocta MEC had to say during that media briefing calling off the shutdown.
The meeting further agreed to urge our people to remain calm and allow the important agreement to be implemented. Furthermore, the meeting urged all our people to suspend the shutdown and allow the binding agreement to be implemented. The agreement that we are going to implement is the agreement that each one of us has. In the agreement, you have various aspects pertaining to the needs and the demands of the community and the response thereof. In addition to this agreement, there's a clear time frames on specific items on us ensuring achievement and full implementation thereof. The task team is going to meet every week on Tuesday to review progress and report back to communities. So we are delighted today that we have ultimately found a lasting solution.
Yeah, so always important to be as accurate as possible on that one then. Silindelo, thank you for confirming that it's a suspension of the city manager. In as far as they will be getting a new city manager, it's only because either someone will be coming in an acting capacity, or perhaps other developments may come in as far as the current city manager is concerned, who remains in office, by the way, until removed or suspended a bit later on as expected. Through a council meeting. Speaking of the city manager, why the suspension, the expected suspension, Silindelo? How does the city manager fit in with the protests that we have seen and the concerns about service delivery? Why is it believed that suspending the city manager is part of fixing the problem that the communities were raising?
It's just one of the demands to us that were made by the Mangaung Concerned Communities Forum, where they were saying that the communities here in Mangaung are just not happy with the conduct of the city manager and the way he does the business of the municipality, saying that he's not transparent, saying that he's just not dispensing his duties the way he should be, basically calling him incompetent in terms of some of the duties that he he's supposed to be doing as a city manager. But another demand to us was the disbandment of the council itself. It seems as though that demand has not been fulfilled. Rather, what government officials have promised the Mangaung Concerned Communities Group is that they will be looking into those specific councillors that the communities are finding issue with, and also addressing those pertinent issues around the unemployment in the area. And it seems that land distribution, or redistribution rather, is also something that the protesting group has put forward. And so I think in terms of why the city manager in particular, I think when you look at the state of Mangaung, it speaks for itself in terms of they don't believe that the city manager himself has been doing his job. Just a lot of complaints around sewage and all those basic necessities that are needed by the residents.